Football camp continues here at Midwestern State University. Gunnard Twyner is in his second season here on the coaching staff, and your second camp, but under a brand new head coach. Are things a lot different than they were last year, or just slightly different?
Football is football, so at the end of the day, you're trying to score touchdowns and coach kids to run the right routes and that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, it's always the same. But the difference is, the schedule and when you eat, when you don't eat, when you have staff meetings, when you watch tape, all that stuff. So every year it's different, no matter where you're at, whether you're here at another school. So you just adjust to it and make the best of everything.
You played wide receiver in the NFL. Now you're coaching wide receivers here at Midwestern State. It's kind of a glamour position in football these days. How do those guys look?
They look really good. I'm very impressed with where they are right now, and as opposed to last year. Guys are growing up a little bit. We're going to have to count on some guys that weren't here last year. So, love it. Can't wait for them to show the world what they can do.
You got Missouri Southern coming up on Thursday, August 29th. How much are you working on Missouri Southern? How much are you just working on Midwestern State?
Well, right now it's just Midwestern State, right? We have to get our base plays down and that kind of thing, but we have watched tape on Missouri Southern. We do know what they're going to do, so there's always that inkling in the back of your mind that, hey, we're going to have to get to these plays, so you kind of are installing knowing that you're going to get to a certain type of play, and so it's always good to be able to go back to that. Now, the thing is, what if they come out in a different defense or a different defensive coordinator or whatever, and then everything you prepared for you don't have. So you got to kind of just stay in mind and be within yourself and know what kind of offense you're going to run and try to perfect that the best you can.
Receivers are working with multiple quarterbacks over the course of camp as they battle out for the number one spot. How tough is that?
Well, you want to get some guys that have some correlation with the receiver core and get together with the select few receivers. And when they're rotating and everybody's rotating, it's hard to do that. So sooner or later, we're going to have to come out and name some starting quarterback or backup quarterback or whatever, and receivers, and hopefully those guys can get reps together and so they can gel.
Looking forward to the 29th. Coach, good to see you back this season.
Thanks, Pete. It's going to be a fun one.
And remember, you can follow Midwestern State football at MSUMustangs.com.